It was a busy Nairobi morning, traffic thick as smoke, horns blaring, hawkers weaving between cars selling bottled water and roasted maize. Inside the Matatu painted with bold graffiti of local stars, the speakers pounded with bass that made the windows tremble. At the back stood Kairo, a young rapper with nothing but words, rhythm, and a hunger to change his life. He was tall, lean, wearing second-hand sneakers and a cap tilted low. He wasn't famous, not yet, but he carried the fire of a dream in his chest. Every morning, he jumped into Matatus, standing in the aisle, dropping freestyles to entertain tired passengers on their way to school, work, or markets. Sometimes people ignored him, sometimes they laughed, but he never stopped. His lyrics were raw. They spoke of growing up in Eastlands with little but hope, of his mother selling vegetables in the market, of a father lost too soon, of streets that could swallow a boy whole. His words carried both pain and promise, a voice for the young people who felt invisible. That morning, as he began his rap, his eyes locked with someone he hadn't noticed before, a girl in the second row by the window. Her name was Amara, a medical student from Kenyatta University. She wore simple jeans, a white blouse, and glasses that slipped slightly down her nose. She was buried in her books, but when Kairo's words hit the air, she lifted her head. His voice wasn't just rhythm, it was truth carved in syllables. And then, for the first time, he saw her smile. It was small, soft, but it was the kind of smile that made his heartbeat skip like a scratch record. Nobody smiled at him like that when he rapped. That moment stuck to him like a hook in a song. He kept flowing, his rhymes weaving around pain and ambition, his eyes occasionally drawn back to her. And when he finished, breathless, the Matatu erupted in applause. Coins clinked into his cap. But Amara did something different. She pulled out her phone, recorded him without him knowing, and captured the raw fire in his voice. That night, she uploaded the video to TikTok with the caption, "This is Nairobi talent. Someone signed this boy." By morning, Kairo's world had shifted. The video had exploded. Hundreds of thousands of views, comments pouring in from Nairobi, Accra, Lagos, Johannesburg, people calling him the future of African hip-hop. His name was suddenly everywhere. Local bloggers wanted interviews, DJs wanted his contact, producers wanted to meet. But Kairo had no idea how it all happened. When he finally saw the video, he traced it back to her handle. Amara. Their story truly began when he messaged her. Did you post that?" "Yes," she typed back, "I thought the world should hear you." From then, their conversations grew. She told him about her long nights of study, her dreams of becoming a doctor to heal people. He told her about his dream of using music to heal souls. They were 2 words apart, her from a middle-class family pushing her to secure a stable future, him from the grinding uncertainty of Nairobi streets, but somehow their words fit. They met often after that, sometimes at a quiet cafe in town, sometimes in the noisy Matatus where it all started. But fame isn't always a blessing. The same producers who promised him studio time also tried to trap him in exploitative deals. The same fans who cheered him also criticized him when he wasn't perfect. He was suddenly in demand, pulled in every direction, and sometimes he forgot the girl who had first believed in him. Nights stretched into dawn in the studio, shows filled his weekends, and his phone buzzed with numbers that weren't hers. Amara felt it. She was proud of him, but she also feared losing him. One night, after a show, she confronted him. Her voice shook, not with anger but with hurt. "You're becoming someone else, Kairo. The boy who rapped with hunger in a matatu. I can't find him anymore." Her words cut deeper than any critic ever could. Because when he looked in the mirror, he realized she was right. Fame was changing him, pulling him from the ground where his roots were. For days he disappeared, not answering calls, wandering Nairobi's streets, ending up sitting on the curb outside his mother's stall in Eastlands. His mother, wise and tired, looked at him and said, "Son, Don't forget the hands that clapped for you before the world did. That same evening, he walks back to Amara's hostel, nervous, holding nothing but a notebook. He found her studying under the dim light of her desk. She looked up, surprised. He didn't speak at first. He just handed her the notebook. Inside were lyrics he had written only for her. Not about fame, not about money, about her smile on that matatu, about how she saw him before the world did, about how her belief was the beat to his heart. When she read it, her eyes filled. "Kairo," she whispered, "I don't need your fame. I just need you." From then, their love grew stronger, even under the weight of the spotlight. They learned balance, her supporting him at shows when she wasn't studying, him waiting outside the library to walk her home after exams. They became a team, a story of loyalty in a world where loyalty was rare. Months later, Kairo stood on stage at a sold-out concert in Nairobi. The crowd roared his name. Cameras flashed, beats shook the floor. But before he began, he held the mic and said, "Before any of this, I was just a boy rapping in a matatu. One person saw me. She believed in me when I was invisible. Amara, this song is for you." And as the beat dropped, the whole city seemed to sing along. Because sometimes love isn't found in palaces or fairy tales. Sometimes love begins with a rap verse on a crowded matatu and a smile that changes everything.